Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. This is Tony, and welcome to today's video. So the new specialization system is here for the modules, and I'm here to break it down and make it very, very simple for you guys. A lot of people are making this out to be a lot harder than it is. This is actually, in a lot of ways, way easier than the previous system. The previous system, you had to know exactly what modules to put on specific robots to get them to do certain things. This one, very simple. It's all laid out for you. All you need to do is click a few buttons and you are in there like swimwear. So if you look in the top right corner, we have something called permanent effects. These permanent effects are unlocked by the small pentagon. Small pentagon is the first one here. Each one is going to give you another permanent effect. So we're going to click here together. I'm going to show you guys how this is done. I'm actually going to show you guys 3 different ways. The cheapest way to do it, the midway range to do it, and then the all-out tier to do it. So first of all, I'm going to show you guys the minimum requirements. This is going to be spending the least amount of these module chips to upgrade to get you guys active modules and on the battlefield and being able to compete. So here we go. One time click. There we go. Now we're on to the big one. The big one is going to add a passive module for you, either nuclear reactor or armor kit. Click on that one time. You could upgrade it 2 times further. I would. The first row is very, very cheap. So you can press this if you want. It's going to cost you 100 more module parts. If you don't want to click that 2 times, you do not have to. All you can do is click on the second small pentagon. You could bypass the second clicks of the big one, go over to the third, click this one time, and now look in the top right corner, 2 out of 14 for our permanent effects. Now we're on to the last one, the last big pentagon. This one is going to unlock your active module. All you need to do is click unlock 25 module points, and there you go. You could select any of these from the list. It does not matter. And then after the fact, you can come back and click on this base one. You can swap in between nuclear reactor and armor kit, whatever you want on there. So you do have the flexibility there. Now onto the specialization section. If you don't have a ton, I highly recommend to only upgrade the one you want to use. So here we go. Clicking on this, I'm going to show you guys first. I'm going to show you guys the minimum amount spent to do it. So look at, boom, click one time. Now we have permanent effects, 4 out of 14. We're going to select repair amplifier. We're going to click unlock one time. We're not going to upgrade it further. And then we're going to click on the second small pentagon. Click unlock there. And then we're going to choose last stand. So we're going to unlock this for 100. There we go. We're not going to upgrade that further. We're going to click on the last one and unlock that one for 100. Now you have the full list, the full tier there. If you wanted to, you could go back and upgrade these further. All it's going to do is increase your duration for that, and for this, it's going to increase the durability lost, your defense points, grade damage restored, etc. But if you want to go about it the cheap way, you can go out there just like this. Or if you want to get the maximum benefit and unlock all 14 out of 14 of your specialization points, check this out. So let's go back in here. We're going to select a new row, which we have not used yet. We're going to click unlock one time. Onto the next, we're onto the big pentagon. Unlock one more time. We're not going to upgrade it further. Click on the next small pentagon. Click unlock. Boom. Big icon one time. Unlock. We're not going to upgrade this one further. We're going to click on the last little icon and then boom, upgrade. Now you see we're at 11 out of 14. 11 out of 14. We're going to do the same exact thing for this last row. Now this is going to save you, it's going to save you a lot. Over the course of this whole robot, it's going to save you a lot of microchip points. But the great part is you're still going to get the maximum benefit from those permanent effects. A lot of people thought you had to completely max these modules out in order to do it. That is not the case. All you need to do is make sure you unlock all of these small pentagons in each row. And look at that. Now we're at 14 out of 14. extra durability, extra damage at 10%. We have the maximum benefits, and we spent the minimum amount of points in doing so. So I'm gonna go back down here, select this. This is the one we want to use. Say in the case if I wanted to upgrade this further, I would click on this, and it's gonna be 200. So let's, for argument's sake, see how much it's gonna cost us. So it's gonna go 200, then 400, so that's 600 more points, 1200 more points in total if we do both of them. So for 1200, that's a whole lot more points. Or you could do it the initial way I showed you and unlock more robots. In my opinion, if you don't have a ton of these microchip points to upgrade, I would highly recommend doing it that lower tier level, just doing the minimum possible requirements just to get everything unlocked, to get the maximum permanent effects and unlock all your modules. Very simple, very easy. Let's do it again, just so we could walk you guys through this one more time. This time we're going to be selecting out June. Let's actually take note of the amount of points that we have and the amount of points we are going to use. Okay, so just to unlock the first and the last, just to get your modules activated, but you don't have the permanent effects. Let's see what the cost is going to be now to get all permanent effects. Okay, so that's going to be your minimum amount to unlock just the actual modules that you want, have your active module and stuff like that. Now we're going to show you the ballin' on a budget option. This one, click on the small pentagon, click once. All right, now we're on to the large pentagon, click only once, leave it at level 1 of 3. Click on the next small pentagon, upgrade that. Click on the next large pentagon, there you go. Now click on the last small pentagon, boom, there you go. As you can see, we're at 8 out of 11 of permanent effects. We're gonna go the same thing here. Click one time on the small one, click one time on the large, click one time on the second small one, click one time on the second large one, and then last but not least, click one time on that third small one right there. And there you go, permanent effects. That's how you could ball out on a budget, unlock all your permanent effects, and have your beautiful, beautiful, beautiful module selections. From here, if you have a little bit of more coin, you could upgrade these to the max, which if you're able to, it would be a great benefit. It's like previously if you were using like level 2 mods compared to level 6 mods, so it is very valuable to upgrade these. And then of course, if you do have a ton of these new parts and you're able to, you can max them out completely. It's not going to change your permanent effects, but you're just going to have the option and really the availability to switch in between any of these at any time and try out different play styles using different module coordinations. But it is by no means necessary to upgrade any of these large ones to 3 at all, especially for the tracks that you do not intend on using. So personally, I'm not going to use the attacker defense for this bot, so I really have no need to ever upgrade any of these large pentagons. I hope that makes sense. I hope it's easy enough for you guys. It's actually very, very simple. The bots are already pre-selected and made with whatever modules are going to be on there, so all the thinking, all the process of figuring out what you want to put on there, what's the best setup, it's seriously so simple. It's really just laid out there for you. There are going to be a couple of different options depending on the style and type of robot. Some are going to have this damage dealer, it's going to have your nuke amp, your overdrive. So this is going to be the maximum amount of damage possible. In many instances, 9 out of 10 times, the third row is going to be your best option. Yes, that one has Raider. Let's try a different style. Okay, Brawler. This one's Brawler. So the Brawler has Repair Amp or Self Fix, Immune Amp or Last Stand. This is a great option. These other ones, not too crazy about them. They don't have, they're not it for me. But some occasions the top two are good, but most of the time that bottom row is what you're looking for. But make sure you're paying attention. You're keeping a close eye so you don't waste any of your points. You definitely don't want to waste your points. New currency is very, very, very valuable, but as we showed you guys, you can get the most out of the minimum amount of points to get your bots out on the battlefield. Me, in my personal experience and advice, I would tell people, if you don't have a ton of this material to upgrade, do the minimum method like I showed you. I'd rather have 20 robots that I could select from that have, you know, the minimum amount of points used with the maximum amount of benefits, than having, you know, only maybe 3 or 4 bots maxed out, but now I can't use any of my other bots. So I really think this is a great opportunity to utilize this to its fullest. Just upgrade as many as you can, just so you have as many options as possible to play with, because you really don't want to be limited. You want to be able to pivot and move, change with the times, play what you like, change with the meta and stuff like that. So that's it, guys. Very simple, very easy. Like I said, on screen right now, this is the extreme budget setup, but this is what's going to get you out there on the battlefield, able to have your active modules and some really great bonuses from these mods down here. And then if you want to take it further, like I showed you, make sure you just upgrade all the way through, but you don't have to double upgrade, triple upgrade on the large pentagons, because that's going to burn up a ton of your resources. And since you aren't going to be using those anyway, they're literally zero benefit to upgrade those. You see, I just skipped right past. They're on 1 of 3 and 1 of 3. You don't need to upgrade them. Not necessary at all, guys. So please, I hope you guys understand this. I hope you utilize this to its fullest and get the maximum amount of this new system, because this new system, honestly, it works fine. It's great. It's much simpler, easy to understand, easy to do, and there it is, guys. Best bang for your buck. Appreciate you guys so much. Hope everybody has a great day and keep coming back.